Whew. Oh man. I just ate a bunch of stuff. I just watched the movie Norbert with my wife. And that movie is hilarious. Rasputia. No. But either way, Eddie Murphy was in like a lot of really funny movies. And the ones that I liked was The Nutty Professor 1 and 2. Nutty Professor 1 and 2 was just really great. Like the moment he turns skinny, he looks down at his pants and he's like, I can see my dick. And he's like just blown away by how happy he is. It's like, what the hell? So, we're going to do a blaster Jedi. Pew pew, pew 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 pew. Now I'm going to give you guys the details, okay? When you play KOTOR 2, Sentinel is the best. Hands down. The Sentinel, you can be a warrior, you can be a mage, you can be whatever. You could be all of them at the same time. The Sentinel is the best class in the game. It's not even close. I do wish that they kind of did something about that in the game. But unfortunately, you may say, well, KOTOR 2 Sentinels weren't that good. And you're right. And the reason why KOTOR 2 Sentinels weren't that good is because you were already dual classing. So, two of the classes in KOTOR 1 just gave you a bunch of skills. So, Sentinel didn't do much for you. Sentinel just gives you more skills. And it's like, well, what's the point in more skills if Scoundrel and Scout gives a lot of skill anyways? It really didn't help anything. And then it had like very medium force growth and HP growth. So if you were playing a soldier, a Sentinel wasn't bad because then you could level up your skills. But you'd be very weak in the force still. Whereas it was just better off to be either a Guardian, so you had more HP to work with, or a Consular, so that way you had a lot of force power to work with. The Sentinel was supposed to be this middle ground, but it mainly focused on skills, and it just didn't really work in KOTOR 1. KOTOR 1, it was just a really, really weak class. Especially since there was a bug where you couldn't get immunity to like fear and stuff, even though that was like the main draw of the class, was that you're immune to being stun locked. There was a bug, so you couldn't resist. It was kind of weird. So KOTOR 1 had its issues, but Guardian and Consular were just amazing compared to Sentinel. KOTOR 2, Sentinel beats both of them, hands down. Because in KOTOR 2, you're not dual classing. You're sticking to one thing, and then later on you get prestige. So we're gonna go with a female. Yeah, that looks like a rogue. Hell yeah. We're gonna keep a negative strength just because I don't need it. We're gonna go like really, really high there. Really high there. Oh man, this is gonna suck. Okay. So we really don't need high intelligence, because as a Sentinel, we're going to get a lot of skills. And as a Sentinel, we are going to resist a lot of attacks. But I do want to keep this Constitution up. Ideally, I would get it up to like 16. So that way I have more HP to work with. Strength is completely useless. We don't even need it. You know what? I'd rather have more charisma Then intelligence. Yeah. Oh boy, this is a tough call. This is gonna be useless. This will at least help me somewhat. Yeah, I think this is what we'll stick with. Okay, so we have 12 skills. Computer use is definitely needed. Persuade, awareness. Yeah, we'll go security. I really do need security. Okay. So what we're gonna do... We can get Gearhead later on. This will just give me more to work with. 2-weapon fighting is going to be very useful. I think blaster focus is going to be very good. Because the best guns in the game are blasters. So... This is going to be very useful later on as improved close combat. That's going to help. Yeah, I think two-handed fighting is going to be more useful right now. Alright, our name is going to be the Dastardly Rogue of Vera Sakti.
Primary power offline. The Ebon Hawk is adrift.
Yeah, we already know this. Skip. Oh yeah, look at that. Yeah.
Awaken.
Alright, so we do 1 to 3 damage with our fist. 1 to 3 damage. My oh my, that is awful. Okay. Let's maybe turn down the music. Even though the music's low, it's still kind of loud in my opinion. I want the voices loud so we can, like, hear what the fuck's happening. Because this game is very dialogue heavy. Very.
Still examining the survivors of the damaged freighter. Looks like it goes by the name of the Ebon Hawk. It looks... Could be...
We're gonna kind of skip through these.
Miners about... No. Miners about... That cuts us down to...
Warning. There has been a fuel detonation in the mining tunnels. Emergency lockdown commencing. All personnel report to quarters and prepare for emergency venting countermeasures.
No! If the ventilation systems are malfunctioning... Evacuate the medical bay! Everyone evacuate!
Now you may see that my cursor's kind of like offset. It's because this game was not really made to be windowed mode. So by it being window mode, it's a little weird. So I'm going between clicking and using my numbers. That's why there's numbers on the side. There we go, we got some chemicals. There's a bit of an audio glitch with this game, where sometimes it fast forwards the dialogue and we miss everything. It's really a pain in the ass.
Find what you're looking for amongst the dead?
I thought you were dead.
Close to death. Yes, closer than I'd like. You have the smell of the KOTOR tank about you. How do you feel?
A little disoriented. Was it your voice I heard in the tank?
Yes, I had hoped as much. I slept here too long and could not awaken. It may be I reached out unconsciously, and your mind must have been a willing one. Or perhaps you have been trained for such things.
So you can touch minds and feign death. Who are you?
I am Kreia, and I am your rescuer, as you are mine. Tell me, do you recall what happened?
I remember I was on board the Republic ship, the Harbinger.
Your ship was attacked. You were the only survivor. A result of your Jedi training, no doubt.
I'm no longer a member of the Order.
Your stance, your walk tells me you are a Jedi. Your walk is heavy. You carry something that weighs you down.
The Order and I have troubled history.
So it would seem.
Yeah.
Keep your past and let us focus on the now.
Alright, what's going on?
I do not know. I was removed from the events of the world as I slept. A survey of the surroundings may provide the answers we seek. The ship we arrived in, the Ebon Hawk, must still be in this place. We should recover it and leave.
Care to explain why you're in such a hurry?
We were attacked once, and I fear our attackers will not give up the hunt so easily. Without transport, weapons, and information, they will find us easy prey indeed.
Persuade, are you sure there's nothing else about this
Even
place?
as I slept, I felt much unrest here. I saw strange visions, minds colored with fear. Now, everything here feels terribly silent. A last word of caution. I would find out as much as you can about this place quickly. I fear we will need to depart as suddenly as we arrived.
We'll see, there's gotta be... I'll look for our ship and some weapons.
You may wish to extend your search to some clothes, if only for proper first impressions.
Alright, I'll check things out of my eye. I don't need your help.
I'm not offering to help you. I'm not so young as to leap from death's door as quickly as you.
I'll return soon to make sure you're alright.
I leave you to the explorations of this place. Here I will remain and attempt to center myself.
So that's Kreia. One to 6 damage. You gotta be kidding me, dude.
Emergency lockdown. overridden.
So loot in this game is randomized, but you can also build items. Wow. Boom. Boom. We are so fucked. Yes, a gun. Yes. 1 to 8 damage. Oh my god, that is so much better. Oh my god. Okay, that is not what I want. Phew. Got it. No remains? Nothing? Okay. That's a bit of a disappointment.
And according to one of the miners, it was because the
Be careful. There is much energy in the room beyond, yet it stems from nothing that lives. Can you not sense them? Reach out. Cast aside your sight. Cast aside what you see, and instead reach out with your perceptions. Ah, you can feel them. The droids you cannot perceive, but the small oscillations of energy, that you can feel, echoing outwards.
My oh my, we have not saved. Boom.
Ah, you hear it. It is faint, but it is there.
I feel strange like sedatives are wearing off.
It is the Force, you feel. It has not been so long as for you to forget.
It's like a sound, but...
Do not turn away from it. Listen. Feel it echoing within you. Come. I shall guide you down the familiar paths. You will need it if we are to survive and escape this place.
Just like that, we are leveling up. Now, I kind of forgot, but security tunnelers tend to break items, which is why they like really suck. That being said, we're gonna put some points into that and into persuade. Now, the best route, of course, is to always go for master speed. And that's because master speed allows you to do multiple attacks in a single hit. So what will happen later on is, like, let's say you have a single sword and I hit you with it. That's 1 damage. So whatever that damage is, 10 damage, 6 damage, whatever, I only hit you once. When you get master speed, you hit a guy once and it does 3 attacks, 3 damages. So it's going to be like 10, 10, 10. It's like, holy shit. You're tripling the amount of damage you do. It's really cheesy, but it's very needed for some offhand builds like this, where I'm just using guns. Damn, still too low, huh? Damn. The reason why our skill is too low is because we're playing on difficult, which is the highest difficulty. If I put it down, watch this, it's gonna work. For some reason, they made the game tie the lockers to the, for some reason, they made the gameplay tied to the lockers and shit. It actually breaks the game in some ways. Boom. 13 damage. Got our force speed active. Now we're zooming. Boom. Oh my god, we were just rapid shotting shit out of these droids. Holy shit. Oh my god, this is so good. Now, obviously, lightsabers are the best. If you ever play this game more than just a second, you would realize that lightsabers are very, very, very good. And the reason why is because lightsabers buff your stats. So if you don't use a lightsaber, you're literally not buffing your stats. You're fucked. Whereas guns and stuff, you can augment guns in a way that increases damage and gives you better chances of hitting, but it's not going to be stat increases. Like, look at our stats here, right? There are crystals that you could put into your lightsaber that augment the weapon, and they buff your stats. Like, there's one crystal that gives you, like, +4 fucking intelligence, or +4 wisdom, or strength. And you're going to be dealing with that a lot. KOTOR 1, you had those in the game, but not too much. It was, like, +1 or +2, whatever. And then most of the time it was about strength, like, not strength, but, like, damage. So, like, oh, you put this in, it augments your wisdom by, like, 1. But it increases your damage by 2. KOTOR 1 was very basic. KOTOR 2 goes crazy. The maximum level in KOTOR 2 is like 60 or 50. And KOTOR 1, the max level was 24. So there's a huge disparity in the power of the game.
Beyond this door, someone yet lives. Be mindful. His thoughts are difficult to read. But you have nothing to fear from this one, and he might yet prove useful.
Nice outfit. What, you miners change regulation uniforms while I've been in here?
I love this. I'd keep those eyes up and tell me who you are.
Atten Rand. Excuse me if I don't shake hands. The field only causes mild electrical burns.
Alright. Care to explain why you're locked up?
Security claimed I violated some trumped-up regulation or another. Take it up with them if you want. But they stopped listening to me shortly before they stopped feeding me. Now that's criminal.
What is this place?
Oh, you mean you didn't come here on purpose? I'm shocked. I really am. This slice of paradise is the Paragus mining facility, the only supplier of shipping-grade engine fuel to this corner of the galaxy. Paragus fuel plays havoc with engines, but it gets the job done. As long as you don't mind the toxic byproducts and trying to mine it without blowing yourself up.
This facility doesn't sound too safe.
Yeah, this asteroid belt is one giant minefield. One proton torpedo, even a stray blaster shot, can start an explosion that'll make the one that shattered Paragus 2 look like a kid's pop detonator.
How big of an explosion are we talking about?
You know the planet with the exposed core you saw flying in? That hole was caused by the first mining station that tried to siphon fuel off the planet. Blew a whole chunk out of the planet and set it drifting out here in a big clump of fuel-cooled asteroids. So the miners drill the asteroids now, not the planet's surface. That's why they don't allow blasters here. Can't trust a miner jumped up on Juma juice not to fire one stray shot that'll turn the entire colony into a thermal detonator.
How's it going, Brody? Brody's in the chat. And no, I'm not in the mood for Warhammer. I'm in the mood for RPG, Star Wars. This facility is deserted. What happened? Blah.
You mean before or after that Jedi showed up? Either way, it's a real short story. You see, this Jedi shows up, and you know what that means. Where there's one Jedi, the Republic will soon be crawling up your ion engine in no time. But the story gets better. See, some of the miners get it into their ferrocrete skulls that since the Jedi's unconscious, they can collect the bounty the exchange has posted for live Jedi. Well, what passes for the law here didn't like that idea. So the two groups started fighting. Then there was some big explosion. I was sitting here for a long time. Then you showed up in your underwear and things got a lot better.
You know what's really interesting is that Atton is in his jail cell, yet he pieced together what happened perfectly fine. It's one of those amazing things where you don't realize how close you are to the truth than you are. There's a bounty on captured Jedi. Why?
Don't know much about it. Maybe the exchange wants one as a trophy, or somebody's got something against Jedi and is looking to collect. Not many Jedi left. Wouldn't surprise me if the bounty's pretty high.
Not many Jedi left. What happened?
The ones that weren't killed in the Jedi Civil War ended up switching off the lightsabers long ago. Word is there's not even a Jedi Council anymore, but who knows?
I heard rumors of a war, but a war between Jedi?
Yeah, Revan, Malak, and the Jedi that went to join them in the Mandalorian Wars. They turned against the other Jedi and had a scrap that almost laid waste to the galaxy. Where have you been?
I've been away.
Well, I wasn't there, but like all Sith, Revan and Malak turned on each other. After they turned on the Jedi, of course.
The rumors I heard said Revan defeated Malak. No, I don't want that one. I want number 2. I was led to believe that Revan saved the Jedi and the Republic.
I guess.
Yes.
There's rumors all over space about it. All I heard was Revan returned to pay Malak back for trying to kill her in the first place. You know women.
How long have you been in the cage? Revan was a man.
Maybe you're right. Maybe I just hoped Revan was a woman.
Alright, I had some questions for you.
Look, not like your half-naked interrogation isn't a personal fantasy of mine, but... Hey, wait a minute. You're that Jedi the miners were talking about. Where is everybody?
Stop playing dumb. You must have seen
From
it.
my beautiful view in this security cage? Look, I heard some explosions, some emergency alarms, some toxic gas pouring out of the vents. Maybe none of them survived whatever happened. And if they're all gone... Look, hey, let me out and I can help you. I can. I've gotten out of trouble countless times.
Tell me your plan.
This facility isn't a military installation, which means we may have a chance. You shut down this cell security field and I can reroute the emergency system so we can get to the hangars. We grab a ship and then we fly out of here.
Alright, I trust you. Let's get out of here. So the blaster
Great.
build is quite simple. We're going to be using double pistols. We're going to be pew 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 pew. We're going to be blasting
here we are.
shit.
Now this console is set on automatic hail. You may have heard it when you came in. The asteroid drift charts are constantly being updated, so it sends out a transmission to incoming vessels so they don't get crushed into space dust. The hail warns them to keep their distance until orbital drift charts are transmitted, and then provides docking instructions to incoming ships, usually freighters. Thing is, you can bounce that same transmission back to the comm here, and suddenly you've got access to the communication system from the inside. Pure pizzazz. The console's ours. Now, all we need to do is reactivate the turbo lifts, cancel the emergency lockdown. Hey!
What's wrong?
This system's been severed from the main hub, after it was locked down from remote. You can't even reroute the system, it's been cut clean.
That's not standard in emergency lockdown.
No. Someone tried to lock down this whole level tight, and leave us here. Trapped.
Alright.
I doubt
What
it.
else can we do?
All we have is communications back. For all the good trying to shout in a vacuum will do us.
Let's see if we
Be
can try
my
to reach
guest.
someone.
Not much else we can do. The comm's all yours.
So, we're gonna contact T3M4. I don't like hearing the beeping from T3M4. It's very annoying. It's very, very, very annoying. But we're telling T3M4 to run a diagnostic. And the point is that he's going to run a diagnosis on the bridge and reroute all controls back to the administration level, so that way we can get the fuck out of here. KOTOR 2 is very interesting because it has 3 prologues. Not joking, it's got 3 of them. You've got the Ebon Hawk at the beginning where you could play as T3M4 and learn the game. Then you got Paragus, where you're on this asteroid trying to learn how to play, seeing how combat works, blah blah blah. And then lastly you got Telos, which shows you like how quests affect your things and stuff like that. It's like, what the fuck, dude? KOTOR 2 having 3 prologues is so crazy. Yep, we need Huh. There's a reason why I hate computers. See, this is like the thing though, Brody, is that when it came to the battle between Xbox and PlayStation, Xbox 360 versus the PlayStation 2 and PlayStation 3, I was always on the fan of game consoles, not PCs. It was around the time that the Xbox 360 was failing, because it was like its 8th year or something like that. It had a 10-year running track. It was a really long platform, the Xbox 360. I think it still has the title for like the longest thing. But the thing with the consoles was I always liked it because I could just load up a game. And that's it. You're done. You just load it up and you play. Computers, so many things can go wrong. It's like, why is this game not running for me? Oh, it's because your CPU is slightly low. Okay. Why is this game not working for me? Well, this game doesn't know how to handle dual core processors. It's like, what the fuck? And mind you, this is because I play old games. I should say that too. I play old games. I took a lot of damage there. Holy crap. But in case people always wonder like why it took me so long to get into computers or streaming or YouTubing, it's because computers are fucking awful. Like, so much can go wrong with a computer, it's not even funny. Again, I don't have any degree in coding. I don't understand computers, and that's the reason why I don't have a degree in coding. But you could leave an Xbox 360 off for a year, come back to it, turn it on, and it still runs your games just fine. It runs everything just fine. You leave a computer off for a year, you turn it on, who knows what the fuck is going to happen. All of a sudden it may say that it has overheating issues or some bullshit. Sometimes me and my friends have issues with our computers where we're like, we'll just turn it on, and all of a sudden like now it's having an issue, but then you turn it off and turn it back on and then it's fine. It's like, what the fuck is up with the coding? Like, Jesus Christ. Then again, my computer's custom. My friends built it for me, and it's got like multiple parts of different companies in it, because you know companies don't really make good parts. Oh my god, I just... I just accidentally knurled the fucking thing. This is only good against organic creatures, so living people and stuff, because it stuns them. And I just accidentally knurled a fucking goddamn droid. That does nothing, by the way. That's why when I did it, I was like, oh my god. Because it has limited uses. You could use it up to 10 times. Yeah, so I've always been against computers for a long time in my life. And I still kind of am a little upset with computers. And it's only because computers can go wrong and they're very expensive. That's why I'm kind of excited when Steam announced that they're going to have their own like computer thing, their Steam console. Because a lot of my games are on Steam. And from what I heard is that you could use it as like an Xbox, but you can also just mod it however you wish. I have to lower the difficulty because the game, again, doesn't let you open this door unless you lower the difficulty. It's really dumb. As I said, the game is very like weird about its difficulty. Well, we just got a pistol modification, which is a scope. Cool. We're getting a lot of components, which is good, because then we can build our own pistols. Building your own stuff is like the best way to play this game. Hands down. Just like that, we open this, so let's get going. Let's scootaloo! Boom! $13 damage? Holy shit. Like, look at KOTOR 2 right now, right? So KOTOR 2, I cannot run this game in a live stream format like I normally would. So to live stream KOTOR 2, you have to do a display capture, so you see my whole screen. You're seeing everything that I'm doing on my computer, you're seeing it. And I have to get this in windowed mode, because if it's not windowed mode, you guys just can't see the gameplay. It literally looks like a still image. Meanwhile, you hear all these noises in the background of me doing shit, but yet you're not seeing it. That's what I mean by, like, computers are very fucky. I just don't really like it. And like emulators and shit like that, I tried it before. I got it somewhat working for my Xbox emulator, but then my whole PC just shit out, and it took me like over 4 hours to set up the emulator because the emulator is really tough for the Xbox. I don't want to go through that again. Doing all the coding and stuff is very scary and very tough, especially when you don't know what you're doing. So I just say fuck it.
So, how long have you been a Jedi? Must be tough, you know. No family, no husband.
No tougher enduring your false sympathy while you stare at my chest? Yeah.
Hey, I wasn't trying to...
I don't usually play as a woman. And it's only because...
Hey, what do you know? A little cargo cylinder came through.
I usually don't play as a woman, and it's not because being a woman is, like, different in this game. I just don't like playing a woman because I don't like having the companion disciple. Disciple is a consular, so he's a mage. But the problem is he doesn't have much. He's really not... He doesn't have anything personality-wise. He's very boring. Whereas you play as a guy and you get the handmaiden, and she's like, well, I have some history, and it's like, oh, this is interesting. And she's a warrior too, so it's like, oh shit, she can kick my fucking ass. It's great.
If he got the turbo lifts working, then we should have a clear run to the hangar. Wait. Don't tell me you're taking that hatch down into the mining tunnels. Are you? That explosion I heard came from below. There's probably nothing down there except superheated rock and collapsed blast tunnels. You'd be an idiot to go.
A Jedi's life is sacrifice.
You're either really brave or really crazy, or both. Alright, I'll try to monitor things from up here. And be careful. The only thing moving down there is likely to be mining droids, so don't be playing hero too hard. Not that I care what happens to you or anything. I just don't want to be trying to get off this rock by myself.
Got it.
I'll keep the comm link open.
So let's see here. We get 45 HP, 46 force power. Good. Great. I don't like stealth builds in this game. I know stealth builds are crazy. I know a lot of people love them. I get it. I know they're amazing. I get it. But this game, I just don't really like it. Because this game is so easy, you know. Who needs it? Yeah, there's a lot of static.
There's a lot of interference down there, probably caused by that explosion. There should be an emergency crate in the next room. Watch yourself.
Alright.
Will do.
Yay.
Find the emergency supply?
Yeah, it looks like mining gear and some clothes.
Damn it. I mean, good to hear it. No sense in you running around half naked. It's distracting. I mean, for the droids. Look, there may be some survey gear and a safety harness inside the crate, too. The miners wear them when staking claims on the asteroids. The survey gear is designed to spot and protect you against sonic mines, and the safety harness can be helpful if you try to disarm them.
Alright.
Just one more thing. I've narrowed down some of the ID signals, and if the numbers are right, you're sharing those tunnels with a battalion of mining droids.
Alright. I can handle it.
There's gotta be some central controller down there. See if you can find a terminal by the main access shaft. That'd be governing intelligence.
Here we got some parts so we can repair shit if we need to. We probably don't, but just in case.
Watch where you step. I'm picking up a lot of sonic mines down there. If you have any skill with demolitions, you might be able to recover them and use them against the droids. That is, if the mines don't get you first. If you have survey gear or a safety harness, put them on.
God damn it. Yeah, that just lowered our dexterity by a substantial point. If you have high demolitions, disarming these demolition mines will actually give you XP. That is an actual strategy some people do to get early levels in the game, is just disarm as much mines as they can. Recovering them gives you even more XP. And before you know it, you hit like 2 or 3 levels. We're gonna do sniper shot. Yeah, suck it. Alright, here's our first problem. Shields. Shields have a set amount of HP, so we can wear them down. So shields can be worn down with enough shots, but there are some weapons that have unstoppable, which means that they go through shields. Those are very rare to find, and they're usually not that much damage, and they're not that much upgradable either. So unstoppable weapons, yes, they ignore shields, but they don't do that good. Holy shit, that was a whiff. Oh. Holy moly. Oh my goodness. We're actually getting our asses. Oh! He hit me with the flamethrower, baby.
So,
Oh my god. We're gonna skip through all this dialogue. No, what are you doing? I forgot this game, it has autosaves, but the autosaves are kind of weird. So old games kind of suffer this, is sometimes the autosaves are really good, sometimes they're really bad. This game has really bad autosaves. Like, it'll autosave like once every hour or 2 hours. That's a lot of progress to be losing. Thankfully, we didn't go that far back. Alright, let's get going. But that's the reason why we went such high constitution.
Damn it.
This is the reason why we went high constitution, is because I want a higher constitution so I can take a bit of damage.
Watch where you step.
Oh my god, dude. There we go. Suffice to say, I'm usually on the subreddit for KOTOR 2, and I usually talk shit to people whenever they like complain that the game's too hard or they're having a hard time, especially if they're having a hard time with the base. Oh, what the fuck was that? There we go. Yeah, it was like really funny. Like, I usually talk shit on the subreddit because people will like cry and complain about KOTOR 2 being too hard or KOTOR 1 being very hard. KOTOR 1 I kind of understand. It has a weird difficulty spike that honestly doesn't make a lot of sense sometimes. Like KOTOR 1, you're fighting shitty swoop gang guys and they're kicking your ass. And then next thing you know, you're fighting easy bosses. Like, genuinely easy bosses. Oh, we just got 2 for 1 here. Yep, we just got another scope for our pistols. Oh boy. An advanced mining laser. So this does more damage. And it hits just about the same. The issue I have with the blasting rifles is that it seems like they don't get any buffs. Oh my god, that was so good. So if we take dueling, which is expertise with one-handedness.
Hey, watch out. That explosion has superheated the tunnels ahead. That steam will cook the skin off your bones.
Yep. So what you do is you do this. And then we run. Run, 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 run. We're gonna save. Boom. Got him again. Hell yes. We're gonna go security. And that, yeah. A nice even spread of talents, if I do say so myself. We'll take toughness. So the main things we're going to be going for is dueling. I mean, not dueling, two weapons. Because we're going to be doing double pistols. We're going to be doing rapid shots. Because rapid shot is amazing. We're going to go pistols. That's easy. It's like a +1. It's not that big of a deal to get it later. We're going to take conditioning. We're going to be taking conditioning here. Because this just helps you dodge things better. But right now we're getting toughness because I'm getting hit for like 9 damage. Which is a big no-no. We're going to take... That's the problem, is we're not really using force powers. We'll just take force valor, that'll help us. Cool, this guy's got battle stims. Yeah, it's a good thing I took that toughness, because I just got hit with a lot, and I mean a lot of damage. The fact that guy hit me with 12 damage is kind of insane. And he hit me with 12 damage twice. But we're doing this with the restored content
close
mod.
to something big. If so, the central droid controller should be somewhere nearby. I'm picking up a lot.
Alright, cool. Boom! 11 damage. Okay, so we got 2 spikes and 10 repair parts. Okay. We're gonna make droids mine each other. And we're going to access fuel, shut down the containment fields. So now what's going to happen is the droids are going to be attacking me and each other. So... Dude, we're just blasting everybody. Okay, so what we're gonna do here is we're gonna just kind of lower this difficulty a bit. As I said, I don't know why they made it where the containers were tied to the difficulty. It's something that a lot of people were kind of upset by because it makes no sense. It's like if you played Fallout 3. I don't know if you guys play Fallout 3, but it's like if you play Fallout 3, and by raising the difficulty, all the lockpicks are now like master difficulty. It just makes no sense. 18 damage, hell yes. So we got 2 scopes for our guns. If we go over here. We have a chamber too. Oh, this is so good. Oh, yes. Ion chamber is good as well, because we're literally fighting droids for quite a while. The scope doesn't really help because droids can't be stunned, so it's not a big deal. So we got 2 chambers that are really, really, really good. As I said, guns is all about damage. All about damage, baby. So let's see, is there another dude here? And loot is randomized. So you could have a game where you build a character a certain way and all the loot literally helps you. You could also play a game where you build a character a certain way and you never get any of the loot that was designed for you. So it's really a mixed bag. This is where the super heavy blaster is, which we're gonna grab. Here it is. Boom, 2 to 16 damage. It's much better. And we also grabbed a sword upgrade. A sword upgrade that gives ion damage. Good against droids, not really good for me though, because I'm not using swords. I did do a KOTOR 1 build though, where I used only swords, and it wasn't bad. It was actually really cool. It was obviously not as good as other things, but it was really good. There we go, Force Valor.
Yeah, I'm picking up some strange readings. What are you doing down there?
Trust me, whatever it is, probably my fault.
The containment fields in the mining tunnels are shutting down. You need to get out of there before they vent fuel to the surface of the asteroid through the tunnels. I may be able to keep it contained until you get the turbo lift to the fuel depot, but not for much longer. I'm locking down the turbo lift to the administration section now to keep the blast from spreading. If you've got anything left to do down there,
Yep, can't open that because I'm not a demolition person. Yeah, suffice to say, this heavy advanced blaster is fucking amazing.
Greeting. It is a pleasure to see you alive, Master, provided my receptors are not off focus. How may I be of assistance? Pitying answer. Oh, that is unfortunate, Master. The hangar is sealed behind a containment field. It would be impossible to open it.
Alright. What about override
Answer.
codes?
Only the Paragus administration officer would have such codes, Master. If he hasn't already been murdered in an unfortunate accident, then he is trapped in the dormitory section, which has been effectively cut off from the facility by explosives.
Alright.
Theory. You could walk across the surface of the asteroid to the dormitory airlock, but such a route would be extremely hazardous, and I do not wish to see you damaged.
Yeah, the miners could be hurt and danger me.
Warning,
Alright.
Master. Continued exploration of this facility may place you in unnecessary danger. I encourage you to return to the medical bay and wait for retrieval from a vessel that is no doubt on the way, even as we continue this pointless conversation. Weary resignation. Very well, Master, but there is very little that I can do. You see, the air...
Alright, so how do I get the code to the airlock?
Correction. Oh, I already possess the code, Master, but I am afraid that it will do you no good.
What do you mean?
Condescending explanation. Master, the console governing the droid maintenance area and the airlock is voice printed, musing. In the last days of his life, the maintenance officer was quite careful about voice protocols, bordering on paranoid obsession. Conjecture. I suspect once he realized something was wrong in the facility, he voice-locked the droid bay functions. A prudent measure, but in the end, he met the same fate as the rest of the organics.
Okay, so you already have the code.
Condescending explanation. Oh, yes, Master. The code is Maintenance Control Voice Print ID R1B5. But unless the maintenance officer speaks the code, it is useless. Answer. Master, you cannot. You are trapped here just as I am. There is nothing to do, except patiently wait for whatever the future has in store for us.
The game is starting to feel a little choppy. I wonder if it's because of all the smoke. All the smoke particles. There will be moments like this, though, in KOTOR 2 where there's just long moments of just dialogue. And, I get it if it turns off some people. I understand, trust me. So from here we can make our first, weapons, but it requires repair. We are not skilled in repair. But as you can see, it's fully upgradable. So that's the thing about crafting weapons. They may look bad on paper, but the fact that you can fully upgrade them makes them way better than most things that you can find. Most items that you find are going to be semi-upgradable. Like you may pick up a gun where you can't modify its scope, but you can modify the chamber. It's like, okay, so you can do certain things with that. Like, look at this. With security, I can raise ion stuff. But with computer use and demolitions, I can make all sorts of other things. Security as well, I could do this. Ooh. Now, here's my little tip trick for you guys. Get T3M4 and get Beodor and have them build all the shit, because they have the most amount of skills. Since they have the most amount of skill, they are the most capable of designing everything.
It is greeting. It is a pleasure. Answer. That is all that remains of the maintenance officer, Master. At the end, he was quite incoherent from the pain, and attempts to facilitate communications with him proved useless. I heard his dying screams as the droids he tended turned on him, mining him like a piece of asteroid rock. Recitation? Oh yes, Master. The record of his last moments were...
5 droids, burning through the outer door. They're forcing their way into the bay. Please, someone that... Oh no, they're through! Oh, my leg! They're burning through my leg! Oh, stop! Stop, please!
Addendum. His remaining attempts at communication are variations in decibel, Master, ranging from frenzied screams to gibbering inarticulate attempts to beg for his life. Recitation? Oh yes, Master. The
5 droids, burning through the outer... Oh!
Addendum. Objection. Proud answer. A recitation.
Maintenance control voice print ID.
There. Confused.
Just like that, we convinced the droid to do it. Alright, let's save the game, because I realized, holy shit, I haven't saved in like 20 minutes. Or 10 minutes, my bad.
It is a pleasure to see you intact, Master.
Oh my god. Boom! Just like that. We got our 18 dexterity. Do we have heal yet? No, we don't. Jesus Christ, dude. I want my motherfucking heal. I guess we'll just take Stun Droid. Stun Droid is like better than Force Lightning when you use the max version of it. It is insane. You'll literally wipe out HK50s with ease. Oh my god. Dude, we are annihilating this shit. We are wiping them out. Easily. Oh. Hold on. Boom. Oh my god. Alright, we just got a implants. It's based on Constitution. This is the reason why I wanted a much higher Constitution. Now that we leveled up our dexterity to 18, I think that's all we're going to do is just dump more and more and more points into Constitution. So this is the minimum. There's 3 types of implants. Constitution 12, 14, and 16, I think. I think there's some that are higher, though. Don't quote me on that.
Maintenance control, voice.
Open airlock. Beautiful.
Finish the sonic imprint. The sensor should allow me to issue voice command. I've been keeping the sensor in the maintenance workshop. When the dock officer reported the droids repairing the Ebon Hawk, I installed a voice. Someone ordered them to repair that. If anyone tries that. The maintenance check. Security interrogated me about the droid. I can't. I think.
So now we're using a gun. We're going to easily wipe out the airlock mines. Usually I face tank it or cast spells to deal with them. It's gonna get you. There we go. Painless. So when we go into this area is going to be the first area where we start to get gear that is completely randomized. And I love it. I love it, love it, love it. So this is where we're going to start getting all sorts of shit, like we may get an Aerotech pistol. That's fucking wishful thinking on my part. We might go over there and get Jedi Apprentice robes. I've gotten that before. With the restored content mod, it expands the RPG, the RNGesus element even bigger. And the restored content mod is really worth it.
I lost your signal after you left the mining tunnels. Now you're coming in clear.
Except I'm picking you up on the exterior of the facility, on the asteroid's surface. That can't be right.
Really, maybe you should look up.
Huh? What are you doing out there?
I need to reach the miners.
You're crazy, even for a Jedi. Look, you need to get out of there, quick.
Try and pick up the pace.
What little is left of the facility's venting systems have gone active, most likely from the explosions in the mining tunnels. They're venting Paragus fuel deposits into space through the exterior vents, right in your path. The vents look like they've been purposely rerouted to vent the gases to the exterior, and only in the last few minutes. It's almost as if... Now, what now? I don't believe this. There's a ship coming in, sending a docking code. I have a bad feeling about this.
Here's one of the cutscenes. Ooh. Here it is. Harbinger. Harbinger of Doom. Now with the restored content mod, the game is like 10 times harder because it adds way more encounters, way more events that were cut from the game. Some of those encounters kind of make the game actually easier because since there's more combat, there's more XP. But the problem is that it's very unbalanced. Very unbalanced. Like when we do Nar Shaddaa, you're going to get swarmed by mercenaries. If you do Nar Shaddaa later in the game, it's easier. If you do Nar Shaddaa first, it's hard as fuck. I always do Nar Shaddaa first. Since I'm doing a blaster hero, I actually don't care. But the restored content mod does make all the other planets way harder. So we're gonna zip zap zam all the way through this bitch. I was thinking about doing Dantooine first. One of the other mods too I have is it makes the game like Mass Effect or like Jade Empire. So KOTOR 2 had this thing where you had to influence your companions, but the only way you gain influence is if they trigger a dialogue at the right time. So in other words, you would have to look up a guide and say, oh look, if I help this peasant and give him credits, Beodor will like it, but Visa will hate it. so you had to balance out who you brought with you to certain events. And it was really tedious. Really tedious. I think it was poorly done in KOTOR 2. That's why I didn't like it too much with the companions. Because it felt like you had to just waste entire playthroughs to find out which companion liked certain things.
He has come.
One of the mods that I have installed is make it where you always pass your influence checks. So in other words, the game runs like Mass Effect, where you just talk to your companions and they just tell you the beans. No need to have this whole, I don't trust you yet. But meanwhile, I'm literally giving you my entire life. It's like, no. Yeah, I'm really glad when later games got rid of that, because that was so dumb. It was somewhat cool, but it was really dumb. So here's the first randomized loot of the game. Sometimes it's good, sometimes it's shit. In this case, it's shit. It's components. Whatever. Wow, we didn't listen. Okay, I got it hit. The issue is that we're standing too close. Here we go, some randomized loot. Insulated gloves, okay. Adrenal stems, okay. Armor weave, okay. So we got a whole lot of useless shit. I'll just save and reload real quick. Just to show you guys the RNGesus. And there is a way of cheesing this game where you just constantly like reopen the same shit over and over again until you get something that's really decent. There we go. Yeah, see, his loot kind of changed a little bit. All of a sudden now he had a armor weave, adrenal stem, insulated gloves. Oh, that's right. It's when you enter the area. Yeah, so people usually save before they enter an area, and then it kind of changes the loot a bit. My bad. It's always hard to remember these small details. Boom. Yeah, components in this game are pretty, Oh, 3 of them. That's great. Ego. Wow. They almost one-shot this thing. Damage. Oh shit. Get it. Blast it. I don't know what triggers it sometimes to come over this way, but whatever. Jeez Louise. Yeah, beat his ass. The fact it does 23 damage is insane to me. Damn, that took a few tries. Damn. Peanut butter in the jam. Give me that wood, I ain't talking about a damn. Think you play for LA because he giving me the Rams. Stop fucking throwing shit at me. Just constantly throwing goddamn sonic grenades. There should be a gas mask here. Nope. One of the pistols we're about to get is KOTOR's pistol, and it's somewhat decent. You can use it. The main thing is that we're gonna upgrade it. I think it's upgradable. I could be wrong on that. There's the breath mask. Yep. So let's get KOTOR's pistol. It's funny enough, that pistol is gonna, I think, increase our damage a bit. Or maybe not. I guess it's someone else's pistol, I'm thinking. So right now we do 2 to 16 damage. Together, we do the same thing. So it's just better off if I just stick with the heavy gun, because it has a better chance of hitting. It's a +9 chance of hitting versus a +5. So it's just better. There should be an enemy. Yeah, there he is. I was like, there should be someone here. Ooh, we just got a gun, sonic carbine. So it does sonic damage. Now the thing with the sonic damage is that it does the same shit as the sonic grenades and sonic mines I've been running into, which is that it debuffs your enemy. It lowers their dexterity. So the more and more you hit them with it, the more and more likely they're gonna get more attacks landing on them because their dexterity is low, so they're not gonna dodge.
This may be the beginning of a long record. It's about an hour after the facility suffered the explosion that triggered the emergency lockdown. Just finished helping the dock officer set up the transmission relay. Not much signal strength, but it's better than nothing. The transmission gives the code to open the turbo lift when or if help arrives. Code is a simple group of 5 numbers. 3, 17, 13, then the next 2 numbers are...
Sir, couldn't we contact the medbay? Maybe the Jedi's awake. If so, she could help us.
No good. The link to the medical computer was severed from the hub, just like the administration console. Even if the Jedi wakes up, how would we get the dormitory turbo lift code to her? Without it, the turbo lift to the administration level is locked down. We just took an inventory of our supplies. We've got enough emergency rations in the dormitories to last almost a month. But with all the problems in the facility, I don't know how long we'll last. I wish we could contact the Jedi. Maybe she could... No. She's still floating in that damn tank. Someone's played us for fools. And since KOTOR and his crew aren't locked in here with us, it's pretty clear who it was. If I ever catch up with that Mandalorian-loving son of a... At least the air scrubbers are still working, even though they're tied into the... Hey, what's happening to the ventilation system?
This is so good. I love this. Because if you connect all the dots and you watch all the logs of the industry, you find that all these civilians are massacred. All these people just killed mere moments before you wake up. And just like that.
What did you want to talk to me about? I have to suit up and drill the 3219K asteroid claim within the hour, so talk quick.
I heard you had plans for the Jedi. About selling her to the exchange.
Yeah, but security already set their piece on that, didn't they? Nobody's getting sold to anyone.
Are they? I've seen the logs you've been accessing. Maybe the 2 of us could work something out.
It doesn't matter what we work out. We wouldn't make one hyperspace jump before what's left of the Republic was on us.
If you have a way off this station, I can cover our tracks and ensure the Republic is not alerted to our presence.
Well, I may know someone. Works the system on special jobs. He may want to know details, but I might be able to arrange transport.
I've seen the logs. I know you've already asked him and given the details. Once he agrees, I can handle the rest.
Handle the rest? Like how?
When the time comes, I'll contact you via comlink. Maintenance out.
Since when did the maintenance officer grow some horns?
Yeah, you start to piece together, like, what's going on. That's what KOTOR 1 and KOTOR 2 are totally different experiences. KOTOR 1 is about adventure, having fun, exploring new things. And KOTOR 2 is more about mystery, story. Because yeah, when you play KOTOR 1, there's never a moment where you're like, oh, I should really watch out for how my companions react to me. There's never really a moment like that. There's never a moment where you're like, what's going on here? Not really. There may be one or two side quests, but that's about it. Most of it's like fairly simple. Whereas KOTOR 2 really obscures things in a way that makes the game very memorable. It's like, who are the good guys in KOTOR 2? Who? It's a very simple question, but it's very hard to answer. Like, who's the evil person in KOTOR 2? Everybody. Who's the good guy person in KOTOR 2? Nobody. It's very hard to get a good beat on what's right and what's wrong in KOTOR 2. It really muddles the field. You may say like, oh, well, the Jedi are the good guys. KOTOR 2 does a good job showing how they're bad. They're really bad at their jobs.
Manama treto sobre barakto. Derinturun. Derintur. Manama derin federator. Manama tret. Der federator. Ona juun seni sensen drawicha kanel commercial chala fibonolot.
Your ears always were too big, CN. Come on, if the maintenance officer comes through on the explosions, these dorms are gonna be filling up soon. And shut that damn data pad off and throw it down the refresher. We managed to get to the dormitories. We should be safe here. We've been trying to use the holo-transmitter to beam a transmission to the administration level to end the lockdown. But the administration console's been severed from the main hub. Everyone thinks we should try to evacuate on our own as soon as possible. But there's no way to break the dormitory seals from the inside. I'm going to keep sending distress calls in the meantime. We've been trying to find a way to circumvent the lockdown and get to our hangar bay, but so far, no luck. The situation's worse than we thought. Even if we get out of here, we can't shut down the fuel depot force fields if a fuel leak was detected. If so, the only way off this asteroid is if a ship docks with us. But the only connection to the docking platform is on the administration level, and we can't get up to the docking bay while we're trapped here. I only hope someone survived the explosion in the mining tunnels. If not, then we're stranded here, unless our transmission reaches a passing ship, or a Telos freighter. Managed to use the holo-transmitter here as a crude relay to beam short-burst transmissions outside the Paragas facility. With any luck, the transmission will carry beyond the asteroid field. We've set the emergency transmission on automatic playback. We're using a simple military flash code to transmit the code to the turbolifts, so maybe our rescuers can get down to the dormitory when they reach the station. Without those turbolift codes, our rescuers wouldn't be able to get here from the administration level. And without those codes, we wouldn't be able to get to the administration level if we found a way out on our own. The messages are short distress calls only, since we can't get much signal strength. It's pretty weak, so unless a ship is actively searching the area, it might be a long time before a ship picks up the message. After all, who would be scouring frequencies way out here looking for trouble?
It's kind of interesting how both dormitories were hunkering down and preparing for basically a long survival situation. It's very fascinating that that's the case. It shows that they've got training, education, even though these guys are probably poor, extremely poor. I think that's really fascinating. I like that a lot.
Almost didn't make it out of the dormitory section before the lockdown, you Murklack. You're cutting a little close, aren't you?
Yes, a regrettable miscalculation on my part. I'm contacting you because I'm picking up a subspace transmission from within that level. Is that your doing?
No, they must be trying to use the old relay system to send an emergency signal. I doubt they know what's really going on.
Hey, this turbo lift's locked down.
Try the code again, and don't worry about the miners and their transmission. By the time help arrives, we'll be all the way to Nar Shaddaa.
Oh, they won't be leaving the dormitories. The explosion within the tunnel has damaged the ventilation systems, causing breaches in the core exhaust conduits.
What? That's going to kill them all!
Not all of them, but I'm sending a number of mining droids to your location right now to correct that problem.
Korta, this turbo lift's locked down. The sequence isn't working.
Keep trying it! You! Why are you doing this? Why me?
You? It was never about you. The Jedi is all that interests me. But then you had to ruin everything by revealing her identity and then trying to harm her. And that I cannot allow.
Statement. You are a risk, Korta. You are impulsive, crude, and soon, deceased.
Mocking query. Korta, are you dead yet? Smug statement. I believe I forgot to mention that I reversed the turbolift codes, in case you managed to get this far.
Alright, open the door, enter the code manually. So the code is supposed to be 7, 5, 13, 17, and 3. Boom! Alright, we're gonna save here. The reason why is because when the game runs on long enough, it sometimes skips dialogue. And it's because the game's old. So when it does, we just simply reload the save and then dialogue's fine. Yep, see, it's skipping dialogue.
If we cannot reach the Ebon Hawk, then we must find a way to escape on the ship that has docked here.
So Kreia gives us extra experience points when she's in the party. As such, she is a very useful companion to have. But of course, she just has really useless skills. They're just kind of all over the place. It's really weird. Yeah, she's probably going to be better off with a sword. I gotta look at Kreia's abilities again, because I think she does have... What the fuck did I just click? Okay. So she's go with the blaster pistol, go with lightsaber, go with melee weapons. Okay. And she's got dueling. She has finesse with melee weapons. I'll be damned. Yep. She gives 3% bonus to all experience points earned, and then at max level she gives 7% experience points. So with this weapon, she does really well. This is the reason why I was saying that strength is kind of a useless stat in KOTOR 2. In KOTOR 1, you need strength, dexterity, constitution. You need all of it. That's the reason why KOTOR 1 is so hard sometimes. Is because you're trying to balance everything and still be good at something. Whereas KOTOR 2, you could min-max the fuck out of this game. Go negative strength, that's totally fine. Go no fucking intelligence, that's totally fine. Yeah, suffice to say, this game was not exactly balanced. Okay, we're gonna save right here. We're gonna exit game. And we're gonna load game. So that way it doesn't skip dialogue with Atton. Because I do want to hear Atton's opinion. I think he changes dialogue a little bit.
What in space is going on? Who's this? Another Jedi? What, did you guys suddenly start breeding when I wasn't looking?
Okay, he didn't change his shit. And there's no time to explain. Grab a weapon, follow.
Alright. I'm guessing that Republic ship that just docked isn't carrying friends of yours.
I hope your talent for understatement is offset by your skill with a blaster. If not, then I fear our time together will be short indeed.
Yeah, and I'm also good at running and drinking, Your Majesty. And even if you two aren't big friends of the Republic, that warship's the only way off this station. Good thing we have a clear run to the ship.
Threat. Master, perhaps I did not enunciate clearly the last time we spoke. I suggested that you should shut down, stay put, and wait for rescue.
After all the deaths you caused, rescue is hardly the term I use.
Correction. I am not here to argue semantics, Master, so I will simply inform you that you are wrong, as were those recently corrected miners.
I don't need right or wrong from a assassin droid.
Clarification. Assassin droid is such a crude term, Master, reserved for Durasteel drones uploaded with only the most archaic kill programs. The function I perform has been referred to as wanton slaughter. I prefer to see it as a means of facilitating communication, resulting in the termination of hostilities.
Maybe you say murder still seems murder to me. Yeah, I don't want to fight you, but you leave me no other choice.
Resignation. Very well, Master.
So what you're gonna do here is one, Atton is basically your warrior. Let him go out there and get absolutely shit-faced. That is totally fine. That's the reason why Atton exists. Atton is a sponge. Use him as such.
I hear you. I hear you. Thank you, sir. Everyone down!
Oh my god. Oh my god. Okay, so we're gonna go... Yeah, Constitution with you, because I want you to be a bullet sponge.
Say the word.
Nope. Yep.
What it fallen?
Kreia is just knocking it out. She's just getting it. Okay, he is about to one-shot my Kreia. Dude, you're sucking big poo-poo. Please be good. Yes, yes, he's dying. Whew. That was close. What we're doing is we're fast running our asses to the Kolto tank so we can heal up fast. It heals everybody. It's fine. There we go. So, obviously, with the restored content mod, they make the game much, much harder. And then they also add more units for us to fight. But since we're playing the highest difficulty, we're also dealing with that. The game's fast dialoguing. Oh my god, yep. It's skipping dialogue. Yep. Thank God we can reload. Nope. Oh yeah, that's right. It naturally skips dialogue sometimes. I forgot that too. So there's two instances that can cause dialogue skipping. Either the game's been running for a very long time, or it's a save. It's due to the restored content mod. So what we can do is we can exit completely. And I can I did not click that. I clicked that. Thank you.
Something is wrong.
There we go.
I sense no one on board.
You sense no one on board? Sense any assassin droids creeping up behind us like last time?
Everyone here has been slain, yet there are few signs of battle. No carbon scoring, no blast of fire. This place has been hit by assassins of a different sort.
Then what are we doing on this ship? We were better off in the facility. You two are supposed to be Jedi? You two are the worst Jedi I've ever met.
Yep. Obviously, I've dealt with this glitch for a very long time because I have all my solutions for handling it. It's a real pain in the ass. Calm down, we need a plan, not accusations.
If the assassin machine was correct, then we cannot reach the hangar. Be silent. I need some time to think.
We can bypass the force field to the hangar by getting to the engine room of the ship.
Look, I don't mean to cast another shadow on this, but even if you could reach the ship you came in on, it wouldn't matter. You'll need the orbital drift charts to clear the Paragus asteroid field, unless you want to have the shortest flight out of Paragus ever recorded.
Okay, why don't we, how did we, how did the ship dock?
Well, of course they have the asteroid drift charts in their Navicomputer. They'd have to.
So let's get the codes.
Well, we'd have to get to the bridge. I mean, well, that's the biggest problem I can see.
The bridge is right there.
That is a sound plan for the moment. Let us go.
Yep. This is where the influence system comes in. Yep. And the plan was a good one. Let's get to the bridge.
All right. But this won't end well.
So let's get to looting, baby. We're gonna get all this gear. It's gonna be probably just a bunch of components and shit. Here we go. So the assassins just kind of keep on coming, and they don't stop coming, and they just don't stop coming. They literally just will not stop. Terrorist survival gloves. Oh, baby. That's good. That's really good. I remember when I was a kid, I was kind of scared of this. Yeah, I was scared of this because, like...
Forward. Focus.
Yeah! Holy shit, we are shredding the fuck out of them. Sonic nullifiers, baby. I like the way these look. They're useless goggles, by the way. These sonic nullifiers are fucking useless. But they look fucking sick. Someone's trying to talk shit to you, you just stare at them like this, like, yo. There's no way to zoom in or out in this game. You could zoom in and out on the Xbox, but you couldn't zoom in and out on the PC. It's really fucking annoying. Yeah. I like the look though. Looking like Cyclops. When I was a kid, I used to be scared of this area because those invisible assassins just keep spawning. I'm not joking. They will spawn and they'll come running at you. And I don't know why I was so scared of it as a kid, because I always killed them with fucking ease. Ooh, powered battle armor. Wow. That's kind of lucky.
What is it?
If I was doing a Guardian playthrough, this would be fucking sick. Yep, here's some more.
Time to even the odds. More where that came from.
Yeah, like, it was really funny. I was a kid, dude, and I was just standing here like, should I go out? And all of a sudden, 3 assassins I hear stomp, 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 come running in here, invisible, and I'm like, and I just started like engaging in combat, and I wiped them out, and I was like, oh my goodness, oh my goodness. Meanwhile, I didn't take any fucking damage. So as a kid, I don't know why it scared me so much. I was like, but I still got through it, and then it was totally fine. And on my second playthrough, when I was like really evil character, I was like, send me your minions, I'll fucking wipe them all out. And I stood there for quite a while. I must have killed like 10 of the bastards.
We've been diverted from Onderon to the Outer Rim. There's not enough ships out there, and we're already hard-pressed to keep patrolling the regions under our jurisdiction. I'm afraid we're going to lose it all. There's just not enough ships and too much territory to cover. We're still rebuilding from the war with Malak, and sometimes I wonder if we'll ever recover. Still, we have our orders, and the Republic's put the highest priority on this mission. Looks like the trouble on Onderon will have to wait. As ordered, we've picked up the passengers from the Outer Rim and have made quarters for them. Once aboard, we've plotted a course for Telos. We expect to arrive within 10 standard days, provided there's no mishaps. I've been ordered to give the passenger no special treatment, nor make any indication of her identity. I have some reservations about turning the Harbinger into a passenger liner, but the orders were clear. Whoever this passenger is, she's got diplomatic level priority, whether she knows it or not. We picked up a distress signal and are sending a message to the Republic for permission to investigate. We have also transmitted the damaged vessel's ID signature to the Republic. According to the message, it's being pursued by Sith forces. There's no match for the vessel in our databanks, but the profile of the distress signal suggests it's a stock freighter of some kind. We'll only know for sure when we arrive, and we'll find out if the signal's genuine or a trap. We wanted to check with you, sir, before diverting course from Telos. There appears to be some battle that has taken place in the sector, and we've received a distress signal.
You have permission to divert course, Captain. If there's a Sith presence in the region, I want you to investigate. The ID signature on the freighter, did you get confirmation on it?
Yes, sir. We did not have the vessel listed in our databanks, so we transmitted the code to you. Was there a match?
There was, Captain. If you find any trace of that vessel, even wreckage, I want it.
Yes, sir.
After you've investigated the sector, resume course to Telos with the passenger. It is of the highest importance that she reach Telos.
Yes, sir. I'll make sure she arrives intact.
Good hunting, Captain. Admiral Onasi out.
Sometimes I wonder if the right hand of the Republic knows what the left hand is doing. I am always being kept in the...
Query. You sent for me, Captain.
Yes, I need you to check on the passenger again, see if there's anything she needs. Try not to be too obvious about it. Her safety is our top concern.
Statement. I shall use the utmost discretion, Captain. As always, it is my pleasure to serve.
We need 5 XP to level up. Are you serious? 5 fucking XP? Oh my god. Hey, speak of the devil. Alrighty, we're gonna take close combat. The reason why we take close combat is so that way people aren't so good at fighting me in front. Because whenever there's a melee guy in front of a ranged character, they actually get a bonus to attack, and I get a debuff to my attacks. But by taking this, I'm getting rid of that. I'm leveling the playing field. It's like, oh yeah, dude, come right in my face, dude. I'm gonna beat your ass. No problem there. And obviously, as a sentinel, I have quite a bit of leeway with my skills. That's pretty damn nice. I was gonna say, don't play with me now, game. I know for a fact there's a goddamn cylinder here. Yeah. But one of the best planets for loot is Nar Shaddaa. That's why I always go Nar Shaddaa first. You get tons of loot. Tons. All the other planets are kind of empty, but Nar Shaddaa is full of loot. So it's actually better to do it late.
Are you alright?
These are my quarters.
This was your room? When?
Before I lost consciousness and woke up on Paragus.
We do not have much time. Whatever you intend to do, do it quickly.
Constitution +1, yes. Yeah. We're doing it, boys. Let's see. Here we go. Probably gonna get ambushed. Yep, here they are.
More where that came from. More where that came from.
Wow. Atten is just kicking ass. That really drained my fucking abilities there. Yikes. Yeah, touching this spawns a bunch of guys.
Everyone down!
Yes.
Ooh. Oh, that's right. As a counselor, she gets multiple, take stun droid, yes. His, security is 8. What's mine? 8. Okay, so we're even. I was wondering about that for a second. I was like, wait a minute.
Something's wrong. Ever since we picked up that Sith firefight in the region, crewmen haven't been reporting for their shifts, and I can't reach people on the comm. The strange thing is, I keep feeling like someone's watching us here in the ship, but I can't see anyone. I don't like this. Checking the survivor from the Sith vessel. I'm not sure whether he's alive or dead, or what's even keeping him together. His flesh is cracked and scarred, and I'm registering several thousand fractures in his skeleton, as if each bone was splintered repeatedly over time, then put back together. Judging from the scar tissue, I believe these wounds took place before his death. If so, he must have been in constant pain. I have no idea what's been keeping him together. This is the medical officer. The soldiers sent to the medical bay have just died. I don't know where the subject went. I think he's gone to find more of the crew. With him are Sith. They just appeared right out of thin air, like they were wearing stealth generators, but I think they were always on board. When we stopped to pick up that freighter, they must have come on board the Harbinger. I have no idea how many are on the ship. There could be only a few, or as many as 100. And with communications cut off, we can't call for help. I think that thing in the tank was a Sith Lord, alive the whole time, waiting for something to wake him up.
And just like that, that's how Darth Sion kicked everybody's ass. Dude was just sitting there waiting. You guys have played this game before, right? And understand like all the story and shit behind it? Because I'm about to start spoiling like crazy. You have to be kidding me, dude. Really? This piece of shit? That's what I got? Oh my god. Oh, here we go. There we go. Oh yeah, I should probably save. Before I forget, I should probably save. Chemicals, adhesives. I'm really not getting items. It's kind of annoying. Because I have gotten it before on Paragus, where I got like a, it was one of the brown robes, like the Baron Doe robes or something like that. I've gotten like all sorts of goodies from these initial lockers. So the fact I'm getting nothing is really...
Yes. Everyone down!
What is it?
Good. So we uncovered that someone somehow sabotaged the protocol droid, which is how the assassin droid got on board, because it was pretending to be a protocol droid when it wasn't. And that's exactly how it works. So just like that, we're gonna move onwards. I mean, the one item that we did get was the power armor. That's cool, but power armor tends to suck really, really bad.
I have a bad feeling about this.
What's wrong?
Don't you feel it? Something's gonna get real wrong real quick.
We'll have to be careful then.
All right, but don't say I didn't warn you. Trust me, when it comes to staying alive, I'm rarely wrong about these things.
It's funny because that's the only time Atten Rand ever mentions that. Throughout the rest of the game, he never mentions that. The game's like, oh, whenever he says that he has a feeling you should save, and then he never does it again. It's like, what the fuck? I just got jebaited.
I came to warn you, Jedi. You know not what path you walk.
Oh, that's a new dialogue.
This battle is mine alone. I am not defenseless.
Usually
he cannot kill what he cannot see, and power has blinded him long ago. Run! I shall be along shortly.
Well, that was different. I got kind of spun around here. Oh, that's why. I was like, what direction am I even supposed to be facing? Jesus Christ. This is where we get some items. Or in this case, we're just getting fucking components and chemicals. Jesus Christ. A vibroblade. Cool. Yeah. That's totally what I want, dude. Yeah. I think it's... So if I remember correctly with the RNGesus of the loot, it's either every time you open the container or every time you load into the area. Let's see here. Arcanian Energy Shield. Okay, so yeah, same thing.
I hear you.
So when we get the droids and when we get the companion Beodor, we're going to have so many skills at our disposal. They're going to be like our weaponsmiths. They're going to just design all the weapons for us and all the upgrades. And then that's it. C'est la vie. They're just going to make the best guns, and like the best guns in the entire game are going to be ours. That's why crafting is a bit cheesy. But at the same time, they put it in the game for a reason. In fact, KOTOR 2 is very easy. KOTOR 1 is harder than KOTOR 2. By a long shot. Okay, what the fuck?
Just say the word.
Come on, dude. Come on, dude. Atten. There you go. Sometimes the companions get stuck, and it's quite a bitch. It's like, come on, dude.
Tell me you're joking. We are not going to cross back into the Paragus facility through the fuel line. That's crazy.
All right, but I know I'm going to regret this.
Like, we literally told him that before.
I sent you, my master. Faint, weak.
Your senses betray you, as you betrayed me.
After all that's happened, still you live. You are difficult to kill.
For one as limited as you, perhaps. To have fallen so far and learned nothing, that is your failing.
The failure is yours. No longer do your whispers crawl within my skull. No longer do I suffer beneath teachings that weaken us. And now you run in search of the Jedi. They are all dead, save one. And one broken Jedi cannot stop the darkness that is to come.
Perhaps we shall see.
What's wrong? Are you all right?
Damn it, hold on. It's only a little farther. Don't give up on me now.
What happened to you?
I think Krea's wounded badly.
How do you know that?
I think it was through the Force.
Look, if she's in pain, then that pain's buying us time we can't afford to waste. Especially if Sleeps with Vibroblades gets tired of playing with her and decides to use us for practice next.
Alright, let's get going. You can be very evil or very good by the end of the tutorials.
It's a utility droid.
It's pretty
Looks
insane.
like it's been hit with an ion charge and dumped here.
Yeah, we ran into the protocol droid earlier. He attacked us. Don't blame yourself. Yep. Alright, let's go. So now we got T3. As I said, T3 is like amazing. He's all skills. The only one that we really need is stealth and treat injury. This is why it's like you can't get everything with all the droids. It's kind of a pain in the ass. That's why you need multiple companions. Alright, so at T3, we're gonna... Let's focus on dual wielding for a second. Because that's what he's limited to, is dual wielding. Droids cannot, Droids can't melee. And this is the funny part, right? So droids can't melee. So strength is useless. They can't do it. Dexterity is very useful though, because it's all guns. When you play KOTOR 1, KOTOR 1 made zero fucking sense with a lot of their character sheets. Because the one droid you get, HK-47, he has like 16 strength. You cannot use it. You just can't. And meanwhile, he's got like only 12 dexterity. He's a fucking sniper who can't use his strength stat, and he's got no dexterity, so it's like, oh, it's so bad. It's so fucking bad. So, KOTOR 1 was kind of a weird bag of just random shit. Let's see here. Demolitions. 2 plus 4, and then you're just 3. Okay. Let's see if we can recover. I don't think we can. Yeah, we can. Ooh. That almost killed me. Regenerating 3 HP per fucking second.
More where that came from.
Hey, we did it. Yeah, KOTOR 1 had a lot of weird stuff about it. Like KOTOR 1, you could level up repair skill as a human, but you couldn't use repair on your droids to heal them. So droids could only heal themselves, and same with treat injury. I could level up my treat injury skill, which is to heal myself, but I couldn't use treat injury on my allies. KOTOR 2 got rid of that. KOTOR 2, I'm able to activate a med pack and then select one of my companions and help them out. Yay, we did. Oh, Jesus. I don't know if you guys enjoy someone explaining the game. Explaining how the game works. Because some people don't. To me it's kind of weird, but it's whatever. I personally like to explain games that I've played a lot of and tell you how the game works. Because hopefully you guys do something ridiculous on the game and then show it to me. What are you doing?
More where that came from.
My main character, for whatever reason, decided to charge into a guy and then cast a speed. Okay, we're gonna take conditioning. So we dodge hits more often. Force shield, that's fine. I don't give a shit. We're not really using force powers anyways, we're just using force speed. The other ones are nice, sure, but when we become max light side, it's gonna be even more nutty. Yeah, being a good guy in this game is like really OP. Being a bad guy is good as well, but unfortunately in this game, if you're a bad guy, you're better off as like a sorcerer where you're just nuking entire rooms. can't believe I was about to fucking die, dude. Holy shit. There's different shield types in the game. The Mandalorian melee shield allows you to be protected from melee attacks. The energy shields protect you against energy attacks. That includes lightsabers, by the way. Lightsabers are not considered melee. They're considered energy.
More where that came from. More where that came from.
There it is. Ship that we're gonna go on. The Ebon Hawk. My eye feels dry because I'm like getting ready to sleep, but I can't sleep. I gotta
This
stay
door's
awake.
magnetically sealed. I can't believe this. The ship's right out there and we can't get to it.
Then go to the terminal and open it.
What is that piece of junk saying?
It says you can open the hangar.
How can you even understand that noise?
I served with a lot of utility droids in the, well, many years ago.
Alright, well, if he can slice the door open from the terminal above, don't let me stop him.
So this is supposed to be a tutorial that tells you, hey, your companions have better skills than you, use them on the computers. Or use them on the workbench. This is what the tutorial is trying to tell you. It doesn't do a good job, though. Because trust me, there's still people right now who post on like the Reddit and Facebook groups like, oh, I just found out, hey guys, tip, I just found this out, but your companions with high computer skills can use it. I've known this for over 13 years, I know that. But they post it in a group full of people who are veterans of the game. Like, you're not impressed with me, Here we go.
Time to even the odds.
Oh my god, you're just so shit. That did nothing. That did absolutely nothing. Wait, are you under attack? Oh shit, you are. There we go, we got it. 19 damage.
Everyone down!
Dude, another one? How much dudes?
More where that came from! More where that came from!
We got the whole fucking base all up in the kill. Wow. It's like we aggroed the entire fucking base. Jesus Christ. Some people min-max Atten where they don't level him up a certain point and then they just let him be, because he could be your first companion that becomes a Jedi. He's very fast and very easy. I personally don't like that. I did it once in KOTOR 1 where I just stayed level 2 until the very end of the game, and my god was it easy. It was very easy. Because once you became a Jedi, it was over. But I do want you guys to kind of pay attention to this, though. Because, look at the level we are. Level 7. And then we're almost level 8. In KOTOR 1, when you complete Terrace and you do, like, everything on it, you could be level 10, but the max level is 24. So you'd really fuck yourself if you did that. You'd be really fucked. Because you'd be a very weak Jedi. Really? No loot? Damn, dude.
Just say the word.
No loot, no bitches. Damn. Boom. You saw that drop? We went from 282 to now 2758. It's like what? 70 points, roughly? Somewhere around there. 70 points per thing. We have more repair parts, so we're just going to use that. Shut down the decontamination system for 4 spikes. Good. Done. You can always go Barbarian, where you just break all the consoles and it works anyways. It's really dumb, but you could do that. If you just want to be some mindless kid who doesn't pay attention to anything, that's fine. KOTOR 2 is really good even if you don't pay attention to it. There we go. We're starting to get items. Oh my god. Why is it so fucking hard to get some motherfucking items in this goddamn game? Jesus. So, Atten, you get the exchange gloves. He's going to be kind of our demolition guy for a bit. My goals with Atten for this build is that he's going to be a double-bladed sword. Because he seems to keep landing the crit hits for this playthrough for some reason. So that's all he's going to be, is just my crit hit guy. Just constantly critting, constantly fucking people up.
Pure Pazak.
So in case you're wondering, with double swords versus dual wielding, a sword that's double-edged, 2 sides to it, those swords have higher damage output when it comes to crits. So they do less damage than 2 swords, but when they critical,
let me take care of
way
this.
More damage. Way more. Like, it's not even close. So, for instance, if I strike you with 2 swords, I'm going to do 10 damage, 10 damage. Cool. If I crit with 2 swords, it's going to be like 15 damage, 15 damage. But when you have the double-bladed sword, you're gonna do like maybe 9 damage with a basic attack. So you're gonna do like maybe 9 damage with a basic attack. But on the flip side, when you crit, it's gonna be like 20 damage. It's like, whoa, that's a huge jump freezer. Yeah, it is. You bet your ass, buddy. Alright, here we go. Easy mode. This part's
Quick!
easy.
We're gonna need some time to fire up the engines. Let's give the laser turret a workout. All right, let's get out of here.
There is no time. We must leave.
We just kicked ass.
If they hit us, we're dead. But if they keep missing us, we're dead. That's great odds. Somebody shut that trash compactor up.
Alright, keep as much distance. Yeah, just do your best to keep distance and we'll get out of this.
What are the asteroids? They can be destroyed by us as well as them, can they not?
That'll take out the whole field, the colony, and maybe us. We might not even be able to jump to hyperspace in time.
Then we die here. Choose now.
Yeah, keep evading them till we clear the field.
Hold on. This is gonna get a little rocky.
Well, now that we just killed a planet, maybe one of you can tell me what's going on. Because between assassin droids, a Sith Lord that looks like he sleeps with vibroblades, and being target practice for a Republic warship, I was better off in my cell.
The Republic warship was the Harbinger. It was seized on its way to Telos by the Sith. They sought you, Jedi.
Alright, how do we stop them?
That is not an easy question to answer. This threat is greater than you know, and I do not believe it is a battle that can be fought.
So what do you think we should do?
Look, enough with the we already.
We cannot hope to triumph against them alone. To stop them, you will need weapons, allies, and a teacher. In the end, I fear it may not be enough. You fought in the Mandalorian Wars, and it cost you everything. Are you willing to sacrifice as much again?
Yeah, there's no other option.
You are not listening to me. This is not like any field of battle you have ever fought in. Think carefully on your choice. If you choose to fight, if you choose war, it is a path few turn from once the first steps are taken. It carries with it a terrible price, and in the end you may find you have nothing left to sacrifice.
Yeah, Jedi's life is sacrifice. She's gonna get a good chuckle out of that.
Your fool's words echo of a Jedi. You have much to learn. Because you are the last of the Jedi. Once you are dead, then they have won.
Yeah, I was exiled from the
Exile or not, the Sith believe you to be a Jedi Knight, and that is all that matters.
The Order can be gone.
The Jedi Civil War destroyed the Jedi. By the war's end, barely 100 Jedi remained. Many fell in battle, and many more were seduced by Revan's teachings.
Isn't that kind of crazy? How Star Wars, Revenge of the Sith, Darth Sidious enacts the Order 66 shit and wipes out the Jedi Order, but yet more Jedi lived from that, a surprise attack, than the Jedi Civil War. The Jedi Civil War, only a few hundred survived, so not much. You could probably count them all, whereas in Star Wars Revenge of the Sith, Episode 3, so many Jedi survived. There was 10,000 Jedi, and like a good chunk of them survive. A very good chunk of them survive. Because they were so scattered, they were all over the place, and a lot of them just didn't take place in the war. They just didn't want to join the war effort. They're not war types. It's really ridiculous when you when you play video games like Jedi Fallen Order and all this other shit, it's like almost every fucker that you run into is a fucking Jedi. Like, everybody's a fucking Jedi. Star Wars Rebels TV show, everyone's almost a fucking Jedi. Like, Jesus Christ, dude, how many Jedi are there? But meanwhile, you play this game, and it is barren. It's like nobody survived. The Jedi who survived, what happened to them?
Many Jedi blamed the teachings of the Jedi Masters for Revan's fall, and the civil war that followed. The Jedi Academy on Dantooine is nothing more than a crater that echoes with the ghosts of dead Jedi, and the Jedi Temple on Coruscant lies empty. The waters in the Room of 1,000 Fountains have fallen still, in reverence to the fallen Jedi, and those now lost.
Alright, if any survivors live, we should warn
Perhaps, but they are Jedi no longer. If the Sith have not already slain them, then they will not help you, nor can you help them. Yes, to aid in the recovery effort there. Many roads lead to Telos, including ours.
Not like we have much of a choice, the Paragus astrogation charts being what they are.
It is where we must go, and where the Harbinger was bound before our unfortunate encounter on Paragus.
Looks like I didn't cover my tracks
You
well.
were difficult to find, but coincidence was on our side. When I learned that you were on the vessel, I knew the Sith would not be far behind. When we intercepted the Harbinger, it was crippled, drifting in space. It was a simple matter to board the vessel and rescue you. Unknown to me, however, the Sith were already on board. Just as we made the jump to hyperspace, they fired upon us, nearly destroying the Ebon Hawk.
Uh-huh. Unusual set of coincidences.
True. But as one trained in the Force, you know that true coincidences are rare. I do not know how the Ebon Hawk was able to make it to Be silent. We're having a conversation.
Alright, he says he repaired the ship.
Repaired this ship, my eye. Next thing you know, it's gonna claim credit for saving our skin. If that little noisemaker says it repaired the ship once, then it can prove it by doing it again. Go on, get!
Whatever occurred on board the Harbinger had rendered you unconscious, but we have spoken long enough.
Hey, don't stop your long, boring rants on my account. I was just getting sleepy-eyed.
Also in private, we will be mercifully free from the opinions of imbeciles and fools.
Look, not like I care or anything, but you might want to go check on our passenger, especially with that hand of hers.
She seems well for someone who lost her hand.
I think she was barely keeping it together. I'm surprised she's able to stand with all that pain rolling off of her.
What are you talking about?
Are you blind? If I were her, I'd be screaming like a stuck Minoc. Well, I mean a very strong, manly Minoc. I think she's just too proud to show any weakness. Especially in front of you.
That's odd.
In case you hadn't noticed, she won't say 2 words to me, but she'll talk your ear off any chance she gets. What you think matters to her. A lot. She wants you to respect her. Besides, we haven't got much else to do until Telos.
When'd you get so sensitive?
Oh, don't give me that. All it takes is being around people enough to read them. You should try it sometime.
Yeah, I'll go see if I can help her. Oh, level up again. Jesus Christ. Yeah, we'll go a little bit of Constitution because I want to get implants. I know it sounds so bad as a woman character. Oh, my woman has implants. Yeah, that sounds so fucking bad on so many oh my god. We'll take Force Deflection because that way we deflect blaster shots with our hands. Really good. Talk to T3. Yeah, upgrade an item. No. Programming spike, thank you. So we have a lot of upgrades. Regeneration, underlays, whatever. Damn, dude. This is such a good weapon for killing droids. It's gonna be useful later on, just not useful right now. So we find a very badly damaged HK droid. So we can talk to T3 about it. You know that HK came from? You were trying to rebuild him? Why? To protect me, but that's an assassin droid. Yes, I understand you're not a combat droid. Alright, where'd you get it from? Any idea how its parts got scattered all over? Okay, so we're gonna use our computer skill here to try to upgrade the T3. Oops. There we go, we got a bunch of computer spikes from T3. Yes. Things are coming together. Slowly but surely, they are coming together. Yeah, I was watching that movie Norbert, and dude, it was so great. All of a sudden, the pimps are like talking about condoms, and they're like, "Gentlemen, if you buy a condom and it's ribbed for her pleasure, you could just flip it inside out, so that way it's ribbed for your pleasure." It's like, oh my god, it's so stupid.
Have you come for more answers? There is little more left to give.
Yeah, I filed church.
That does not surprise me, any more than you hearing my thoughts when we were apart. The pain, however, was unexpected. If I could, I would have shielded you from it. Save your pity. I am here to save you, not the other way around.
Okay. If we travel together, then we need to work together.
I do not need your condescension nor your lectures. If anyone needs training and guidance, it is you.
Okay. Could it have been more intense?
I fear that. The consequences would have been more extreme.
What consequences, like death?
Possibly, yes, and I fear it works both ways. I would not wish to test it, nor should you.
Yeah, we'll work together and try to be careful.
When battle is upon us, I suspect our minds are prepared enough to shield each other from the pain. I think we shall not have a repeat incident of what happened at Paragus.
Okay, I've never heard of a link like this before in the Holocrons or Jedi history.
I confess its nature eludes me as well, but the bond is strong, and its roots run deep. It seems the Force flows easily between us. When one of us manipulates the Force to heal or strengthen ourselves, the other is aided as well. A powerful technique indeed, though, as we have noticed, it has its drawbacks.
Alright, what do we do
I do not know. The Sith struck more swiftly than I thought, and they will not stop until they have you in their grasp. If you fall, all the galaxy will echo it.
Alright, what can we do?
It does not matter where we go. It is not the destination that matters. It is the journey. All paths will take us to the end, whatever it may be, and no matter how strongly we fight against it. For now, we are bound for Telos, and that is enough.
Enough for what?
Before the war, Jedi who failed their training were sent to the fields of Telos to serve the galaxy, not as Jedi Knights, but as farmers and laborers. The destruction of Telos was complete. I doubt any Jedi remain. Yet there may be echoes of their passing. We shall see.
This plan seems weak.
Then I am left with nothing more than we had already. My faith in you and your ability to meet what comes. Ask.
Alright, when we were on Paragus, I could feel the Force again.
Indeed. And was it the same as...
No.
If my suspicions are correct, perhaps the damage the Jedi Council did was not as permanent as they thought. It is not an easy thing to cut one off from the Force.
I don't believe the Jedi would do such a thing.
What did you believe? That you suddenly lost your connection with the Force without reason?
But to cut one from the Force, it's like losing all senses.
Indeed it is. It is much like losing one's ability to listen, or being put into a deep sleep, unable to awaken to the galaxy around you. Such a thing has been done before, when Jedi have pronounced sentence on their own, and exiled them as they did you.
Then there's a way to reverse it.
It is possible that such a thing can be Still, even so, the chances of the Jedi undoing such a thing for a traitor is a slim thing at best, assuming they yet live.
Slim is better than none.
Our link may have had other consequences. Perhaps you can hear the Force again, distantly, through me. If so, then there is hope. I may be able to teach you, train you to feel the Force, and if you will not allow me to help you, then other Jedi must train you, or undo.
Yep. Honor whatever training you wish.
Do not honor me, fallen Jedi. Honor it by listening and learning. Do that, and perhaps we shall survive this thing, you and I. I offer to train you to become strong again, to know the ways of the Force, and to hear the Force sing within you as it once did. Then our training shall begin. Whenever I would see to that fool in the cockpit and remind him of our destination. I would not want him attempting to veer from Telos.
Adam isn't so bad, just, well, he is. He is absolutely awful.
He is a fool and an imbecile. His potential lies downwards, not up. Watch that one. His thoughts are slippery. I do not trust him, and nor should you. Such a man serves himself first, and his allies next.
What is kind of interesting in this game is that there's a huge difference in the way your companions are. So in KOTOR 1, most of your companions are followers. They follow people no matter what. But in KOTOR 2, most of your followers are kind of leaders in their own way. Like, Atten is this amazing smuggler who gets by doing whatever. He's a Pazak champion. Then you have Kreia, this old woman who just seems to know everything, and she's a powerful magic user. Then you have Beodor. Beodor is the clearest example of a leader who's for some reason following you like a lapdog. Beodor is literally the head engineer. He's the smartest mind in the galaxy. He can design shield networks for entire planets. But yet, he's slaving away for you in the back rooms of the fucking ship, repairing the ship. It's like, what the fuck is this? Like, your crew are a bunch of, like, really strong-willed individuals. So it's very strange to see them all together helping you. Whereas, you know, you play KOTOR 1, and a lot of your followers are just that. They're just followers. They're people who they need someone to guide them. They need orders. They need commands. It's very interesting.
How's our passenger? She's still aging?
For someone without much to say, she says a lot.
Yeah, to you, maybe. I don't usually hear much beyond fool and imbecile. She's lucky she's a Jedi, or someone would have killed her years ago. I mean, how old do you think she is? She may have been good-looking once, but it takes some hard living to make creases like that.
Man, you're that desperate? Whew.
Hey, I just got out of prison. If we had a decent navicomputer, trust me, we'd be dropping out of hyperspace into the Nar Shaddaa Red Sector right now.
After spacing that old witch, of course.
We're still on course for Telos.
Like we have a choice? It's the only place Paragus had logged in their astrogation charts. Well, if you thought Paragus was dead, then Telos is a dying world they're trying to breathe back to life. Should be there before too long. You can check our course on the galaxy map if you want. It's on the wall behind you. So, what happened?
To what?
Don't give me that. There were plenty of times back on Paragus where a lightsaber would have been helpful. So where's yours?
Exiles aren't allowed to keep their lightsabers.
Oh yeah? I thought a Jedi was supposed to be married to their lightsaber. Guess I heard wrong. Were you a single hilt or one of those double-bladed Jedi?
Single.
Huh. Figures. It wasn't red, was it?
It was unique.
Yeah? Unique how?
Where's the cyan one? I like the cyan. Oh, you can't do cyan, right? We'll just do silver.
Must have been something. Sure be nice to have it now. Might make those Sith think twice before coming after us.
It's taken for me long ago.
Alright, forget I said anything. Like I said before, you can check our course on the galaxy map if you want. It's on the wall behind you.
Here we go. Telos. Pelosa.
Attention, this is Citadel Station Bay Control, Dock Module 126. Please remain where you are. Lieutenant Dahlgren will arrive shortly to meet you. That is all.
I don't like the sound of that. If they think we caused the explosion... Uh-oh. Here comes the welcoming party. They may not know what happened, so don't blow it.
I'm Lieutenant Gren, Telos Security Force. I'm under orders to take you into custody in regards to the destruction of the Paragus mining facility.
How long will this take?
Due to the nature of the investigation, I have no specific timetable to offer you. In the meantime, your ship and any droids will have to be given over for safekeeping. Yes, that includes you. You are a droid, so you will be detained. In addition, we will have to take your personal arms and armor until the completion of our inquiry.
Alright.
Hold on. Is there any way to get our gear back?
If you are cleared of any involvement, your personal effects will be returned to you. You will be held briefly in the TSF station until living quarters can be arranged, at which point you will be placed under house arrest. Do you understand?
Yep, cooperate.
Good. My men will relieve you of any arms and armor. Please follow me.
Tell me I'm not going to jail again.
You will be held here briefly. Living quarters are being arranged for you and your companions as we speak. Someone will return shortly to escort you to an apartment in Residential Module 082.
Alright. Took about 3 hours to get the fuck out.
Well, we might be here for a while. Might as well get comfortable.
Someone is coming. So this is the last of the Jedi. I must admit I'm a little disappointed.
I'm no Jedi.
Jedi or no, you're the one I am pledged to kill. There is no mistaking that. The Exchange has a bounty on Jedi, you know. You're worth quite a bit of money.
The Exchange, huh? I'm pretty sure some two-bit pistol jockey like yourself isn't one of them.
Hey? I'm more than skilled enough to work for the Exchange.
You bounty hunters couldn't even win a fair fight.
You're the cheapest, most worthless mercenary scum in the galaxy. I'd hire a Mandalorian over your filth in a second.
No Mandalorian could match my skills. No Mandalorian could have been clever enough to infiltrate this station, taken the identity of one of the guards, then...
Then what? Overloaded our force cage fields and made it look like an accident? You probably don't even have the guts to fight me. Pathetic.
Don't think overloading your cages had not occurred to me. You're wanted alive, but I doubt anyone will care as long as I bring them your corpse.
Let's get this over with.
Come, Jedi. It is time to die.
Hey, leave her alone. You want to fight? Then try me, if you've got the guts.
You have goaded me once, and you shall not do so twice. But I shall dispose of all of you eventually. And an old woman, a fool, and a broken Jedi are no match to my skills.
My favorite was doing a maximum wisdom build where I just had a high-ass wisdom. And I literally just unlocked this guy in fear, and I just beat his ass. Like, me and everyone else just straight up beat his ass. 17 damage? Holy shit.
The security cameras... What? What's going on here?
Man down! Quick! Call a medic!
All right, Jedi. I want you to back up slowly. Hands in front of you. Into the force cage. Cooperate, and we won't have to gun you down.
Come on, Lieutenant. They've already killed... who is that? Is that Batu Rem?
Yeah, he said he was an assassin.
Rem's no assassin.
Batu Rem is on leave. He shouldn't even be on the station. This man isn't him. We've arranged for an apartment in residential module 082. You'll stay there under house arrest until our investigation of the Paragus matter is complete. You'll be under TSF protection. I'll personally clear any visitors to your quarters, and we'll investigate this incident to the best of our ability. Officer, get Lieutenant Yima a report of this incident. She'll look into this. The rest of you come with me. We'll escort you to the apartment in 082 immediately.
I wonder how much damage our fists
These will
do
serve as
now.
your quarters for the duration of your house arrest. 2 officers will be stationed outside at all times. Again, I'll clear any visitors. There won't be another incident.
But just to be on the safe side, why don't you leave us a blaster or two?
Let's go.
My leg is itching.
This isn't good. We've got to get off this station.
Let's not discuss
We
this
cannot
now.
stay in any one place too long, but our path has brought us here for a reason. I must meditate on this. In the meantime, we should rest.
Yeah, you go ahead and meditate. As for me, I could use some sleep.
So let's double check how strong we are. 2 to 11. So now we're doing 2 to 11 damage, and it's because of this feat that they added to the game. So we're able to do a lot more damage with our unarmed trait. In KOTOR 1, you could do unarmed attacks, but you couldn't do flurries, you couldn't do power attacks or critical attacks. It was literally just one attack. And it was usually really, really bad because there was no unarmed perk. So that was kind of like one of the big things.
Maybe we can...
Jesus Christ.
We should get back to... Explain something to me.
I do not have the years required, nor the desire to indulge you.
If she served in the war, well, Jedi are supposed to be tough, capable.
Yes, and what are they without the Force? Take the greatest Jedi Knight, strip away the Force, and what remains? They rely on it, depend on it more than they know. Watch as one tries to hold a blaster, as they try to hold a lightsaber, and you will see nothing more than a woman, or a man, a child.
But to lose so much, I guess I didn't realize how much they relied on it.
Do not be surprised. In many ways, even you are more capable than a Jedi. You could survive where they could not simply because you do not hear the Force as they do. It is irony of a sort, and it is why I tolerate your presence now.
But such a loss of ability. For a Jedi, it seems so extreme.
She has been gone from war some time. It is conflict that strengthens us, and isolation that weakens us, erodes us. Add to that she turned away from war, did all that she could to forget it, and the last piece clicks into place. But we have spoken enough of this, and we do her a disservice by not speaking of this while she is present.
I've come to inform you that the Telosian government has completed its inspection of what's left of the Paragus facility. It appears that the Harbinger had indeed been present, though it was gone when our ships arrived and was responsible for the station's destruction. Logs recovered from the facility's wreckage indicated that the miners perished as a result of sabotage, which began while you and your companions were either incapacitated or incarcerated. As such, you are to be released from house arrest. However, the Republic is sending its own ship. They have insisted that you remain on station for the duration of their search. To further investigate the station's destruction and search for their missing ship, the Harbinger. The sojourn is already en route, likely not more than a few standard days. Feel free to use these quarters during your stay. The vessel's IND is complete. Please visit the TSF Station and Entertainment Module 081 to complete the necessary paperwork at the front desk. The Ebon Hawk should be transferred from the impound docks by the time you're free to leave. After filling out the paperwork, it'll be transferred with your ship along with your confiscated weapons and armor.
Well, now what? We can't just stick around. We need to find a way off this station. Whether it's the Ebon Hawk or some other ship. We could hit Nar Shaddaa, maybe. If you've got people coming after you, it's where you go to get lost in the crowd.
Know from experience?
Hey, everyone needs to get lost once in a while. Get away from something, you know? It's no big deal.
Alright, let's not discuss this. There we go. Everyone leveled up. Atten, yeah, we're gonna give him more constitution, so he's got more HP to work with. Boom, fighting spirits. That's a new one. So with him, we're gonna take toughness. This is gonna give him a lot of vitality. 80 vitality, beautiful. Meanwhile, everyone else is like 60 or 50, so he's doing gorgeous. That's the goal of Atten, is to be just this tanky, beefy boy. Oh shit, we only allowed one. Okay. There we go, yes. Wisdom 18. Krea's gonna stun lock entire rooms. Krea is ridiculous. In case you want to do a max wisdom build, but you don't want your main character to be a max wisdom, Krea is the way to do it. Whatever Krea stats are, just copy it. It's fucking amazing. So let's see. Krea does 3 to 12 damage. I do 2 to 11. Atten does 2 to 5. Why does Atten do 2 to 5 even though he's got higher strength than both of us? I have zero fucking idea. All I know is that I have the highest chance of hitting and the highest chance of dodging out of everyone in the group. There we go. What's Chodo want?
Perhaps Choda Habat should turn his eyes to his own people if they truly suffer so.
Alright, I'll speak with your leader when I have a moment. So, this is actually something that I was telling someone earlier about, was in Star Wars, there's more than just Jedi and Sith. There's actually a lot of Force users in the galaxy, but they're just not strong enough to really do anything with the Force like Jedi can or Sith. Yes, reflexes ×3, yes. So most Force users are a lot like Choto Habat. Choto Habat is a shaman.
Hey, what are you doing in my apartment? You think I'm just gonna let you get away? Figured what? You just Yeah, I thought so.
This guy's got the gambler. So yeah, Choto Habat is a shaman. So he guides his people spiritually, and a lot of truth sayers and prophets and stuff like that, people who can visionary, like see the future, do fortune telling in Star Wars, they usually are Force sensitive. But no matter how much training, no matter how much effort they put into it, they'll never be Jedi. They'll never like sense the world around them. They'll never manipulate objects. There's a lot of ways that the Force presents itself, which is really cool. But the only thing is that just because they're so pathetic, so weak in the Force, doesn't mean that Jedi cannot learn from them. And that's the issue. Is majority of times Jedi just ignore them. They're just completely ignored. Whereas in KOTOR 2, they show that, hey, you know, they can actually increase a Jedi's perception of the Force because they provide a unique method or a unique ritual or even just a different perspective on how they feel the Force. And it helps the Jedi strengthen their connection.
Dahupa, bossa curata, go juju. Tong laldu chung nao. Duka. Dahupa, bossa. Dahu. Gavadumpa mu. Mungacino ta imbre wanachiki. Muliwra.
Alright, so this guy has a gambling debt because he accidentally sold his girlfriend to slavery. So we're gonna do Pazak and win the girl over. But we're not gonna give the girl back to him because she doesn't even like him. We're gonna instead keep the girl because she gives you a lot of money.
Tonos Imeragith. Wanarak. Tonos Imeragith.
Some droid parts. Cool. So we're gonna go to Choto Habat. He's gonna give us our very first quest, which is to go to this unique transport area and pick up a droid. The only issue with this quest is that you basically don't have weapons and armor, so you have to run to the Telos station. So you have to kind of make a side journey and quickly pick up some shit before you actually do it. Good. This is your fast travel terminal through Telos. Alright. Usually I do the Ithorians even if I'm evil. And the reason why is because he increases your mana pool by like 5 measly points. But those 5 points really do help. Especially when you're weak in the Force, like you're deciding to go like low wisdom. It really does help. We're gonna save. Just in case the dialogue skips. You sensed my arrival. He's a priest. Yeah, I'm no Jedi. So what do you want? Yes, yes. Yeah, I'll see that this droid comes back safe. Thank you. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna save this here. End this live stream because I'm starting to like pass out and I'm like struggling here to keep my eyes open. My eyes are like starting to get very irritated. Whew. The problem is that, you know, I want to end the stream, but at the same time I want to keep playing. Because this game to me is really fun. And finding out how to stream this game, ever since I found out how to stream it, I've been more than excited to do it. My only issue is that, of course, it's long. And sometimes it's boring to just watch the gameplay. I totally get it. Let's talk to our merchants. I'm mostly curious because this is like serotonin for my brain, is finding what goodies we got. Ooh, yes. Yes. Oh my god, yes. He offers both fucking armors. Oh, this is the perfect one too, the Jal Shay. Oh my god, yes. This is really good. A Sith Tremor Sword and the Sith War Sword. You could use these for the entire game. They're perfect. It's just that the Tremor Sword's a bit better because it's fully upgradable. But look how expensive it is, 14,000. Shee. Heavy blasters, not bad. Hunting mask, really good. This one gives you, we have enough credits to buy this. Like, exactly enough. That's really funny. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to buy the Jal Shay. And the reason why is because this item is too good to pass up. And there's no guarantee that we're going to find it out in the wild. So there we go. And this is upgradable. So we're gonna look here at the upgrade. Boom. So when we go collect our shit from the lockers, this is gonna be upgraded. The fact that it increases Persuade and Charisma is really good, because that's what our character is. This charming lass who's here to wink and make people fall to their knees. So we're gonna do the Jal Shay. The other one, the Zyson one, whatever it is, that one's more good for strength characters. But This is it for me. I'm passing out. That was the serotonin for my brainstem that I've been looking for. Dude, I don't know why artists keep bothering me. Like, Jesus fuck, dude. I'm so tired of artists. It's like I already paid a guy. So, whatever. Besides that, see you guys next time.